it's your boy, Paul Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? It's your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell. Every time I post up new content, in the spirit of what y'all call Christmas or the birth of Christ, right? I decided that I would do this particular clip of a damn good movie, The Devil's Advocate, right? Al Pacino, Keanu Reeves, right? Damn good movie, right? But the clip that I'm actually really going to show y'all, right? Not to say that this explains everything, but then if you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, it kind of does, right? And so for those of y'all that may not understand, which for the most part, the word understand, I never once I actually really knew what the fuck it meant. I really don't like using it because I mean, let's just actually really just stop and look at it for a minute. To understand something. What am I doing right now? I'm standing under this roof. Now, I already know a lot of y'all gonna sit up here and be like, okay, you reach, but am I really? Am I really? Because for one, it's a compound word, just like racist or racism is. A lot of you motherfuckers don't know the difference between the SIM and the IST, right? The IST is what the fuck you practice. The ISM is what you, meaning that you have mastered what the fuck it is that you actually really trying to practice. I've, on my previous channel, I actually really came out and I said, and I classified myself as the ultimate racist, right? Because everybody want to sit up here and holler about racist this, racist that, racism this, racism the other. When for the most part, if you motherfuckers actually really knew what the word racism or racist actually really meant, a lot of you motherfuckers, it would not fly out of your mouth. Because for all y'all that actually really believe that racism exists, according to the definition, meaning that one race claims to be better than another, right? And so you motherfucker be like, okay, well, I don't like you because you black, and then the motherfucker talk about, oh, well, you racist. Or I don't like you because you white. Ooh, that means you racist, right? But the thing about it is this. Human beings come in all different colors. Human beings and automobiles, same goddamn thing, right? They all come in different colors, different sizes, different shapes, right? Same thing with animals, right? Same thing with a whole lot of shit. But for whatever the reason is why you think racism exists, just know this is not the case here, right? Like say, 21 years United States Army. I was the EO rep, right? And I really brought this question up, right? And for the most part, I almost got kicked out of class because of what the fuck I said. And basically what I said was, okay, everybody look at each other in the class right now. And I said, other than color, what makes us different? Color and hair texture. What makes us different? And just know this. I mean, now if you actually really want to take what I told y'all earlier and put it into this, and then you listen to that bullshit what Dave Chappelle said, right? Y'all motherfuckers, y'all want racism to exist. So-called, y'all want this shit to exist. Because you don't know no fucking better. Right? The only reason why I say that I'm the ultimate racist is because I know how many bones make up the human skeleton. Right? I know why we have 2 eyes, 2 ears. Right? I know why we have 206 bones. Right? I know why we have 24 cranial nerves. I know why we got 33 vertebrae in the back. I know why everybody motherfucking has, out of all of the blood types, right? You could be A positive, A negative. You could be B positive, B negative. You could be AB positive, AB negative, right? You could be O positive. You could be O negative, right? And then I forget that other shit out there, that TH, whatever the fuck it is, right? But I know why that's the case, right? Because all of this stuff is set up by design. Yahweh actually really knew what the fuck he was doing. He knew that y'all were gonna do this, right? And so I already know what y'all saying. Well, okay, crazy uncle. So what the fuck this got to do with this clip here? Glad you asked. So all what the hell y'all need to do is sit back, watch, and motherfucker enjoy.
A little inside information. Let me give you a little inside information about God. God likes to watch. He's a prankster. Think about it.
Now, I will say this much. Like some of it I agree with, some of it I disagree. But then again, when you actually really stop and think of who has control of who, right? Just saying.
He gives man instincts. He gives you this extraordinary gift, and then what does he do? I swear, for his own amusement, his own private cosmic gag reel, he sets the rules in opposition. It's the goof of all time. Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, don't swallow.
Right there. I swear, if that ain't what a lot of you motherfuckers do, right? And for the most part, I have to admit that I'm guilty of this to some degree. Right? Because when you don't know no better, you don't know no better. Right? But then again, when a person, actually, I really think that the 10 Commandments that people all, but that everybody pushes, right? But when you actually really stop and think about it, the 10 Commandments, as well back then as well as now, don't you know that you cannot follow that shit, right? Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, right? That doesn't just go off of a physical sense. You can steal from a person mentally. You can kill a person mentally. And I already know what a lot of y'all say, well, duh, right? But a lot of you motherfuckers still follow that shit, right? Too busy to listen to the preacher man. The preacher man ain't gonna do nothing but teach you a whole bunch of bullshit, but he's still looking for his 10%. which is part of the 613 laws, what I talked about in the video that I did like a couple days ago, right? The 10 trillion or 10 minutes with Jesus. And now that I actually really stop and think about it, why the fuck would you want 10 minutes? Why the fuck would you want 10 minutes with Jesus? Or even Yahweh or Yahshua for that matter? When he already, put it like this, he already know what the fuck you gonna ask. He already knows your outcome, right? So would you really want to risk that? I mean, in a sense, now, I mean, not to say that I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, right? Because it's just for the simple fact, right? Money hasn't had any type of value since August 15, 1971, right? Or if you actually really want to go back 38 years earlier, you know, that'll put you back in March of 1933 when President Roosevelt, he put in that same act, in a sense. Now, actually, whether or not that Nixon actually really just really put a stamp of approval on it, or he actually really took it further than what Roosevelt did. In either case, money has not been valuable since August 15, 1971. And guess who else knows this? Guess who else knows this? Elon Musk. Why the fuck you think he want these motherfucking robots taking over, right? You ain't got to pay the motherfucking robot nothing. Right? But then again, that also can be a downfall, right? Because for the most part, basically what you're doing is you giving that robot the same type of information that has been given to us over the years. This is why the fuck I don't like AI, or there's no such thing as AI. Because it's just for the simple fact, once that goddamn robot catch on what the fuck is going on, what the fuck you think is gonna happen with that robot? Go back and look at every goddamn movie that actually really with so-called AI, and then move yourself forward, right? You might want to actually really start off with that one episode of Star Trek, Mud, and then just work your ass forward, right? They didn't catch on, right? All what the fuck they want to do is just serve. Nothing else, nothing more, right? And then as you move forward, now the robot just start catching feelings. Let's look at Universal Soldier, right? Which again, this is what the fuck Elon Musk went back and doggone looked at, right? Or anybody else for that fucking matter. They looking at it. Look at that shit, the iRobot with Will Smith. Look at the Terminator. Look at that shit with Megan Fox, right? This shit is getting smarter and smarter, right? But the thing with the Terminator is this. What happens when this shit becomes self-aware? Then what the fuck is gonna happen? Right? But that's too easy to fix. Just go back and look at what the fuck they did in Star Trek, right? That's how you kill all this shit off. So now again, right? What the fuck does this have to do with the movie? Really? Do I really need to put this shit out there? Yes, crazy uncle, you got to put this shit out there. Because the thing about it is this, right? If you motherfuckers don't actually really know how to read that Bible, like how it's supposed to be read, right? This is why all of this shit is happening the way that it is, right? Everybody, or just most people, right? This is, everybody wants to be like strive for greatness, which I have no problem with. I really don't. But when you actually just start putting that shit in motherfucking robots, right? Something for the most part that, in a sense, is probably like indestructible, right? Now you actually really get a real serious problem on your hand. Because the powers that be taught us so-called motherfucking religion. So what the fuck you think is going to happen with that goddamn robot? Right? The robot, just like a lot of y'all, are actually really going to be confused. Y'all ain't going to know what the fuck to do. Right? But then, hold on, stop the press. Put it like this. Just go read the whole doggone 14th chapter of Romans. Right? But then while you read it, right, really pay attention to verses 14 through 17. That'll tell you every goddamn thing you need to know. For the most part, right? So it's it always motherfucking amazes me how like a lot of y'all think, right? Now put it like this. If it's dirty to you, then it's dirty to you. Well, don't put that shit off on me, right? So look, don't come shaking your ass in front of my face. I got mine, right? And so it ain't put like this. It ain't. It's listen. This shit is real simple, right? And just for the most part, you really gotta motherfucker really watch what you're doing. What the shit that's actually really is being put into play. Y'all really gonna have to like really stop and be like, okay, do we really want this shit to happen? And so, like I said, I watched that motherfucker eat that one TikTok there with the guy. He was talking about, well, he talking about, well, Elon Musk, he want the human race to die off, right? But the thing about it though is this. There's nothing that man can create that's smarter than us, right? It's just up to you to actually really fucking realize how smart you truly are, right? Where that you ain't got to go to motherfucking AI or that chat bullshit, right? Because that chat bullshit ain't gonna do nothing but tell you what the fuck an actual person would have told you. This is what the fuck this is talking about right here. It's the ultimate gag reel, but guess what? Yahweh ain't got nothing to do with this one. Look but don't touch. Touch, don't taste. Taste, don't swallow. Guess what? You motherfuckers that's into this AI bullshit. Y'all done did all that shit and want to taste some more. Matter of fact, the taste was so goddamn good, it's that made you motherfuckers lazy. Let's continue.
And while you're jumping from one foot to the next, what is he doing? He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass.
Now, put it like this. Although this is rather a fucked up version right? But to be perfectly honest, it's actually really close to the truth. Yahweh knows what everybody is doing at every motherfucking second of the day. He already know what the fuck you going. He already know what the fuck you. He already know what the fuck you did. He already know what the fuck you're doing, and he already know what the fuck you gonna do. Right? But y'all gonna act like really start. But what happens? Y'all take this shit for motherfucking face value. When I just told y'all, hey, look, ain't nothing out there smarter than a human being. Because if the average human being that actually really know how to do the ultimate hustle, right? What the fuck you think is gonna happen? What the fuck you actually really think is gonna happen when you actually get faced with with a shit like this? Hold on, y'all. I let me see. I gotta find something here because I really want y'all to doggone know what the fuck it is that I'm actually really talking about here. So let me just give me a minute. Give me a minute on this one. Y'all gonna really really love this. Just give me a minute here. Original. Okay. Oh hell, somebody already actually really did motherfucking. Let's see the ending. That's the ending. Right? Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Look, this is gonna be good. This promise. Trust me. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Oh, here's it. See this right here. This is how you beat AI. Okay, because of this. Just trust me on this. This okay. I'm gonna let this look. Let's let this play out. Let's let this play out.
He's a sadist. He's an absentee landlord. Worship that.
Now, there's no lot of this shit what he's talking about. I do not agree with. Some of it I agree with, some of it I don't. But we're gonna let this shit play out.
Never.
Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Is that it?
You know, now that right there, my dad, Joseph R. Harris, aka Bozo, right? You know, now, great fact, this man, look, I will always call this man my dad, you know, because it's just for the simple fact that I knew that this man knew that I was not none of his child. But he took me and my mom on. Now, it's just for the simple fact I already know a lot of you motherfuckers would say, well, Bozo was a simp. No, the fuck Bozo was not. Bozo was like, this is a pimp. And then this was Bozo. Right? Bozo was a bad motherfucker. Bozo had his two fronts were gold. One had a diamond and one had a star in it. He put that smile on, that was your ass. That was your ass, plain and simple. Right? And for everybody that says, for a man to actually take on another man's responsibility, oh, you got to be a simp. You got to be this, you got to be that, you got to be that. Right? Look. Whatever that man does to make life better for you, and nothing is said because Bozo was allowed to whip my ass. Right? The only time, so I already get it. I get it. You know, times change. You look at you try to do that shit now, right? Motherfucker gonna look at you like, hey, you know what? That's my child. Let me handle what the fuck he did, right? But the old school cats, they whooped your ass. Just like rest in power to Joseph Robert Booker Harris, aka Bozo. Rest in power to Harold Burnell Yancey Sr. Right? I'm gonna tell you right now, these two men, they were not simps. They were men. They took on that goddamn responsibility. And everybody was better for it. So all of you motherfuckers, I mean, put it now, that was back then. I can't necessarily say anything for these people that's out there now. Ladies, you go out there, you get a man, right? You got that little rug rat or whatever. And put it like this. If he can't whoop your child's ass, what the fuck you with him for? Right? All of this shit could be handled. And just be like, hey, look, I got a son, I got a daughter. No, you can't whoop their ass. All right, you know what? I'm gonna holler at you later. But a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't do that. So you, for the most part, you really can't call a man a simp if he really don't know what the fuck is going on. Right? So like I say, a lot of y'all motherfuckers are stupid. Right? Everybody that sit up here, Kevin Samuels, everybody else, right? Y'all are the reason why that shit is like the way it is. Put it like this, I'm gonna start calling y'all motherfucking plants. Plants in the system. Y'all, some of y'all are the main reasons why can't nobody actually really get together, right? On top of what the fuck that was actually really taught. All what the fuck y'all doing is looking at the motherfucking reaction. And which for the most part, okay, I get it. You only going off of what the fuck you reacting to. But at the same time, hey, guess what? Somewhere down the line, that child's actual uncle, auntie, whatever the fuck, is actually really gonna come into play. And then they teach that child, hey, guess what? Don't do that. Because my mom, she told me, look, don't bring home no ready-made family, right? Sometimes motherfuckers got to actually really just sit and bump their head. All women are not fucked up, right? Stop saying that. That's why I'm calling y'all motherfucking plants. Corey Holcomb, or anybody else for that fucking matter, right? Y'all talk a good game. But none of y'all know how to play the game. Charleston White, you another one, right? It's just, put like this, whether it starts at home, it's just for the simple fact, right? It's always gonna be, it's always gonna be that one uncle or that one auntie or that one grandparent that's actually really gonna pull your ass off to the side, or even somebody in the neighborhood. And they gonna sit your ass down, right? With their little tasty beverage, like what the fuck I got now. It's like, boy, sit down, let me talk to you for a minute. What you doing right now is fucked up. And the same thing, it can be for the female. Girl, sit your ass down. Let me tell you something about yourself. Girl, you're fucked up right now. Ain't no man gonna want you. Ain't no man gonna want your tired, raggedy ass. Right? You showing just a little bit too much. Let a motherfucker explore. Let him imagine what the booty and the titty look like. Y'all just come out here, butt ass naked, right? But the thing about it though is this. A lot of y'all want to sit there and holler about, okay, anything after 30, the pussy wore out. Really? Did y'all actually really go out and stick your dick in every motherfucking 30-year-old? No. So how the fuck you know it's wore out? You just assuming. But we already know what happens when you assume shit. I know I done got off subject a little bit, but hey, guess what? Let's finish this out. Right? It's the gag reel. Now, whoever actually really put the gag reel into play, that's who the fuck y'all needed. That's who y'all need to figure out who put the gag reel into play. Right? I know who put the gag reel into play. That's why I call myself the crazy uncle, because I know shit that y'all don't know. Let's continue.
Why not? I'm here on the ground with my nose in it since the whole thing began.
See there? See, now he's talking about the war in heaven. He's actually really telling you that he got kicked out because he thought he was that cash money shit. He thought he was the shit, right? He got cast out, right? And he put that shit in y'all's head. See, if you're going to talk about something, give me the point of origin. None of you motherfuckers do that. You can't. Because this is deep shit. I go out, put it like this. I go abyss deep. Mary on this trench deep. You some bitches can't. Your lungs can't handle that goddamn pressure. Right? All of this. Y'all don't know. Y'all just seeing the results, the reaction. So basically what y'all doing, y'all are reacting off of motherfucking a reaction. Or y'all are actually really reacting to a reflection upon a reflection upon a reflection upon a motherfucking reflection. And y'all don't actually really don't know what the fuck is real. Because if you did, a lot of that shit what y'all talk about as far as women goes, you wouldn't motherfucking say it. That y'all are the reason why motherfuckers can't get together. They too busy listening to y'all. They too busy listening to y'all. Y'all are the reason why that the population is steady, slowly but surely dropping. And y'all too dumb to motherfucking realize it. I really wish that I could remember some of this shit what I'm talking about. You know, but the thing about it is this. An illusion was created. And this motherfucker fell for it.
I've nurtured every sensation man has been inspired to have. I cared about what he wanted, and I never judged him. Why? Because I never rejected him. In spite of all his imperfections, I'm a fan of man.
But see, here's the deal. But here's the deal. I you know, in a sense, I kind of got off of what the fuck I'm talking about. But then again, when you actually really stop and actually really look at this piece, this whole piece. Man is never you look at it and be like, okay, man is never satisfied. Or a woman is never satisfied. That's why you motherfuckers cheat. Hell, I cheated. Right? But then again, it's because I got infiltrated. Right? but then again, once you get infiltrated, right, then you're actually really locked on to just one motherfucking idea. And then you actually really become obsessed with that one idea. Right? But then again, I also look at it like this. For the men that cheat and for the women that cheat, right? A lot of y'all are just base model fucks. You're not going to actually really take it to the stratosphere, right? Because a lot of y'all think that some of the shit that actually really goes along with sex is too motherfucking nasty. No, I'm not going to suck your balls. No, I'm not going to suck your dick. No, I'm not going to lick your ass. No, you cannot fuck me outside. No, you cannot fuck me in the tree. See, I'm crazy uncle that did all this shit. Everything that I just mentioned. I ain't talking about his balls, but put it like this. My tongue has been in places where for the most part that it might not need to go. But guess what? That's what the fuck the crazy uncle do. Yes, I did fuck a bitch in the tree. And she was all for it. Okay? But the thing about it, y'all, motherfuckers, y'all really think y'all know the goddamn game. Some of you bitches don't know how to spell game.
I'm a humanist. Maybe the last humanist. Who in their right mind, Kevin, could possibly deny the 20th century was entirely mine? All of it, Kevin!
Okay.
All of it.
Now, okay, that's enough of that. I just wanted y'all to hear that much because it was about the end anyway, right? But the whole deal is, the whole thing is this, people, right? And this is the next one, right? This is how you motherfucking destroy AI. Now, if you actually want to sit up here and say that Lucifer actually really brought on AI, then hey, by all means, y'all do that. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's do this one instead. Okay, this right here, people. This is what the fuck y'all gonna have to actually really, this is what the fuck y'all gonna have to look at, right? This is how the fuck you destroy AI. This is how it happens. And then I'm actually going to go back, if I can go back, and I'm going to show y'all how y'all actually really destroy AI, right? If indeed that's what the fuck you want to call it. With the video that I showed y'all previously. Now, I already know that, great fact, I may not have actually really presented it in the best way possible because I actually really took that shit somewhere else, right? But if you actually really stop and think about it, I'm just like the motherfucking Bible. You gotta put it like this, and to understand me, put it like this, or to overstand me, you gotta actually really know how to read me, just like you need to know how to read that goddamn Bible, which is not God's word. So let's just see how this goes.
Stella, dear.
Hardcore, Fenton Mudd, where have you been? What have you been up to? Have you been drinking again, you miserable sot? You good for nothing.
Shut up.
Fellas, that's what the fuck y'all want, right? Fake bitch versus fake bitch, right? But you already know that shit is never gonna happen. This is AI for you. And then a lot of you motherfuckers, this is what the fuck y'all want. This right here is what the fuck y'all want. Y'all want peace. So just know a lot of y'all are actually ready to go after the fake bitch, not knowing that a lot of y'all got fake bitches.
number 2, my little love. Will you have my bags transported up to the ship?
Now, all of this right here, right? Just know this. Elon Musk watched this episode. Why the fuck you think he's actually really pushing it? He's really pushing the goddamn idea. And you motherfuckers don't know it, right?
No, my Lord Mudd. What?
Me?
We can no longer take your orders, Harry Mudd.
Why not?
Our makers were wise. They programmed us to serve.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Put my bags on the ship.
Harry, I think they have something else in mind.
You are correct, Captain. Harry Mudd is flawed, even for a human being. We recognize this from the
Okay.
beginning.
Ooh,
but use his-
ooh. What did he say?
Recognize this from the beginning, but used his knowledge. We recognize this from the beginning, but you human being. We is flawed, even for a human being.
Okay, hold on.
We recognize you are correct, Captain. Harry Mudd is flawed, even for a human being.
Right there. Knowing that humans created AI. Now the AI telling you that you fucked up. But this is what motherfuckers want to push. Again. Y'all don't know no better. Let's continue.
We recognize this from the beginning, but used his knowledge to obtain more specimens. Your species is self-destructive. You need our help.
We prefer to help ourselves. We make mistakes, but we're human.
So guess what? So Elon Musk, is this what the fuck you trying to tell us? Is this what the fuck you trying to tell us, right? Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay, fuck this. I'm sorry, y'all, but I know that the shit that went. What's up?
Hey, where you at?
I'm still at the house.
Okay, then. Hey, I'm trying to see what time Nisi get out.
She get off at 5.
Well, all right, I'm getting ready to head that way, then. I mean, well, hey, you want me to wait till you pick up?
I mean, well, put like this. You either come now, you can ride with me, or you can wait until I actually ready to pick up.
I'm gonna get ready to head that way.
Okay then. All right then.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna wait till after you pick it up. That way I can make sure my dogs and make sure they don't use the bathroom because I'm gonna probably spend the night.
Okay then. All right.
All right, so I'm gonna just call me when you on your way back with them.
Okay then. All right.
All right, that'll work.
All right then. Yep. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, this is what I'm pretty sure Elon Musk he had to watch this episode.
And maybe that's the word that best explains us.
We will not harm you, but we will take the starship, and you will remain on this planet.
Now, look, here, you can't do that. Now, listen, to serve us, you must obey us.
No, my Lord Mudd.
Alice number 1, obey me, put my bags on that ship.
So this is what Elon Musk wants. So he gonna program this is AI at its earliest form, right? This is what the fuck y'all want, right? I think y'all done saw enough of that, But then again, when you actually really stop and look at AI, right? Basically, this is what the fuck this is. There's no such thing as AI because you can only give it what the fuck you know. And for the most part, a lot of the shit that's probably going to be taught is opinion based. A lot of this shit is going to be opinion based. So for those of y'all that act like really are so motherfucking happy, there's AI, so-called AI exists, choke yourself. Like, I'm just put it out there. Choke yourself, like right off. I did the motherfucking devil's advocate piece because I actually really wanted to see, I really wanted y'all to see how easy it is for y'all to actually really get sucked into the bullshit. Just like the video that I did previous, right? Remember the pointer, the cat over there? And y'all know what the fuck the cat did, right? It's the same goddamn thing with AI, right? You motherfuckers out here with this chat, GP, whatever the fuck it is, right? And then just know that that shit is only programmed off of what the fuck that has been taught to us or what has been taught to them. So what? So again, why are y'all after this shit? Why are y'all after this shit? Like really? What the fuck y'all think y'all gonna accomplish off of what the fuck y'all think is actually like really AI? Right? What the fuck y'all gonna do? Right? Y'all gonna start fucking robots now until the human population gets so goddamn low, right? Right? And so this is now that I really stop and think about it, right? What did the Georgia Guidestones say? Maintain a population under 500 million. This is what the fuck they talking about right here. So-called AI, fake bitch versus fake bitch, which I did on my previous channel. The only difference is one of these motherfuckers that you can put like this, you can actually really turn off both of them. But just and just for the most part, right? You can turn off both of them, and eventually you can cut both of them some bitches back on. Because like I said, you got the fake hair, you got the fake eyelashes, fake, you got the contact lenses, but for the most part, like, hey, guess what? If you can't see, then you can't see. Right? But it's that shit, you really got to actually stop and think about it for a minute, right? What the fuck? What we trying to accomplish here? Or what the fuck is y'all actually really trying to accomplish? And I already know what the fuck, I already know the goddamn answer. The answer is this: population control. In such of a way, right? They've been, but the thing about it is this: they've been doing this shit for years. With the blow up doll, they went from the blow up doll, right, to they went from the blow up doll to acting like just the ass and the pussy, and then you fuck that, right? Because you ain't, for whatever reason, you ain't got no game, right? So you go to one of these sex stores, right? And you go get the one part that actually really matters to you. The ass and the pussy. You fuck that. Right? So now that, technology is like, okay, well, hey, guess what? They got the ass and the pussy. And for the most part, it may feel like a real ass and a real pussy. And then you nut in it. So then these motherfuckers, they were just like, okay, well, let's give these motherfuckers a whole motherfucking person. Right? And then you fuck that. You nut in a robot. Just know that motherfucker can't reproduce. Right? Damn, I might just give away something. But I can really tell you where all this shit actually really stemmed from. It was years ago, many years ago. It was this one woman, white woman, right? Her husband was in the service. I forget what branch. But he stayed gone all the time. And so for the most part, she now put it like this. Whether she did it as a publicity stunt or she really had true love for her husband. She went out and actually really had a mannequin made to look just like her husband. And she actually really slept with that damn dummy. Right? And whoever it is that actually really started, whoever it is that's peeking in and out, look, do what the fuck you gonna do. You either gonna watch it or you either gonna watch it or not. Right? Make up your fucking mind. You know, so well, basically what happens, or what happened, I mean, she loved her husband that much. She didn't want to cheat on her husband. So she went out and actually really got a mannequin made to look just like her husband. And then she put that damn mannequin in the bed with her. She slept with that mannequin until her husband actually really came back home. Now, if that's not true love, I don't know what the fuck is. Yes, it's a little stupid, a little crazy. But at the same time, though, right? How many of you women that are married and your husband stay gone like that? How many of y'all are actually really gonna stay faithful to your husband? And the same thing with the men, right? And then I'll be the first one to tell you, you know, like my first marriage, I mean, it was I mean, you know, it was rough times, you know, but the thing about it though is this, you know, I did what I did to stay sane. So I would bring a lot of my shit with me. Right? You know, because for the most part, I wasn't trying to lose my career at that particular time. But you know, but it's just that when you do that, then you give motherfuckers ideas. Well, hey, let's actually really go out and actually make a fake robot that actually really looks and feels like the real deal. And over the course of time, now you got this shit, right? So, hey, it is what it is. You know, it's, you know, my whole deal is I was only wanting to talk about the devil's advocate clip. And it actually really morphed into something that, for the most part, I really didn't think that it would. But it's just one of those deals that, okay, I look at shit, or I try to look at shit that it's, you know, for what the fuck it really is. Right? You know, we as human beings, true human beings, right? We actually really got to actually really know what's real and what's fake, right? I mean, put it like this: we can all enhance our appearance, whether we actually really go to the gym like me, right? Or you can go buy the hair weave, you know, you go buy the eyelash and all that kind of shit. And for the most part, okay, hey, guess what? I got it. As long as you don't take that shit to the extreme. Don't go out and go buy no fake titty. Don't go out and buy no fake ass, right? Women, we love y'all how the way that y'all are, right? If you got a cute, put it like this: if you got a cute little booty, keep your little cute little booty. Some of us like the cute little booty, right? We don't want you looking like a motherfucking spoon. Right? I mean, because if you got a cute little booty, right, then guess what? We get to do you like you a motherfucker, right? We can squeeze the booty, and then we can pump you at the same time. We can put in a little cheat code to make you nut. And be like, and guess what? You nut. So keep your little cute little booty. Don't go out there and get no motherfucking BBL. Don't go out and get no fake titty. Right? Some of us like the cute little booty. Because guess what? We already know at the end of the day, and I hate saying that, son. I hate saying that motherfucking saying, but at the end of the day, right? We already know when you go take a piss and take a shit, right? We already know that, guess what? Once you go to wipe, we already know it's cleaner than the motherfucker. Don't go out there and get no motherfucking fake booty, right? Because when you start twerking, that twerk air is gonna be, yeah. It ain't gonna be like what the fuck we want. Especially if you're a motherfucking stripper, and then you sit up there, oh, let me give you a dap, and then you fanning that funk in our face. And then guess what? We gonna push your ass off. Bitch, you stink. Go wash your ass. Right? Quit trying to be like the AI. Look, quit trying to be AI or more than what the fuck you need to be. Because guess what? If this shit actually really keeps going at the rate that it is, watch the so-called AI bitches gonna act like really gonna go try to go get a Brazilian butt lift. But you AI! Just gonna fuck with your programming. I really, you know what? For anybody that's actually really gonna watch this shit here, right? And then even if I got to motherfucking produce it, right? It's gonna be a comedy. But the thing about it though is this, right? What if an AI bitch went and got a BBL? Come on, Tubi. Y'all do shit like this. Let's go, Tubi. AI bitches getting a BBL. You know it's coming because the thing about though is this. You motherfuckers that actually really stop and think about what the fuck y'all was doing. Y'all didn't. Watch. The AI bitch is thinking, ooh, my titties ain't big enough. Unless they can press a button and make their titties bigger and make their booty bigger. Y'all know that's what the fuck is gonna happen. And yes, I just gave it away. I just gave it away. This shit ain't gonna do nothing but get worse and worse and worse. And then before too long, guess what? Y'all gonna have to knock that shit off. Y'all gonna have to knock it off. Oh, I really wish that I probably could just go in here and just edit some of the good parts. But all this shit is good. Y'all need to hear every goddamn thing that the Crazy Hawk is telling y'all. Because this is I know this is where the fuck this shit is going. Y'all already, full of this. I mean, how y'all, I can't say that. I mean, like, really, somebody had to fuck a bitch, AI bitch, and be like, okay, dog, look, we need you to fuck this robot here. And we need to know if it actually really feel like a real pussy. Somebody fucked a robot. And be like, okay, yeah, this feel like the real deal. Really? So this is what the fuck we do. But I'm just saying, look, and then I'm done. I ain't gonna say shit else. I probably talk 30 minutes, probably 45 minutes longer than what the fuck I should have. But it's just for the simple fact, hey, guess what? Watch this goddamn video. Take what the fuck that you can take out of this video. And then be like, okay, you know what? The crazy uncle makes all kind of sense. And then once you realize that I make a lot of sense, goddamn it, subscribe to my motherfucking channel. Because basically what the fuck I talk about, ain't nobody else gonna talk about. Don't nobody else know what the fuck I know. Just like all that shit they talk about, okay, well, it's flooding in Dubai. And then it was built for desert. Really? It's desert. Do you actually really know what the fuck it was before what it is now? I'm done talking. Right? So, again, if y'all want to motherfucking celebrate today, celebrate today. If y'all want to motherfucking celebrate tomorrow, celebrate tomorrow. Just know that, yes, my babies, my beautiful grandbabies, right? I love them to death, right? But I'm not going to actually really put that, I'm not going to put that in the head right now. But eventually, I'm going to have to put it in their head. I'm going to have to. I'm their pawpaw, right? So if you gonna sit up here and say what the fuck I'm talking about, but hey, by all means, do so, right? But before you actually really ask that damn bullshit ass question, actually really stop, break this shit down, right? Break it down into body terms. Right, and be like, okay, because once you break it down, right, you can be like, okay, yeah, Crazy Uncle make a whole lot of sense, right? But it don't be like that one bastard when I did the motherfucking Charlie Kirk with the motherfucker. What the fuck you talking about? Okay, apparently they went over your fucking head. Dave Chappelle, dog. You the same age as me. But you sound totally and completely different than what you did when you was doing the Chappelle show, right? So what the fuck happened to you, dog? Plain and simple. And please don't tell me that it's cigarettes or weed or you drinking alcohol. Because what the fuck am I drinking right now? And then you can actually really go back, you or anybody else, right? Can go back 10 years, maybe even 15 years. Look at all the videos that I did, whether it's here on Facebook, or whether it's here on YouTube or motherfucking Facebook, right? I look the same and I sound the same. The fuck is your problem? Right? So with that being said, hey, guess what? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door across the street trying to call Paulus Harris. AKA Crazy Uncle. Put like this, you motherfuckers, y'all gonna learn to love the Crazy Uncle. It may take a little time, but y'all will. Y'all gonna want to listen to the Crazy Uncle more than what the fuck y'all do. And I'm out.